Okay, now let's say that I want to make an adjustment to one part of the photo, but not another part. For example, when I have this saturation, I change the whole photo, but maybe I think that I don't want to saturate her face quite so much because it makes her turn a little bit like orange. So I've got this hue saturation adjustment. What I'm going to do is click on the white square right here. That's called my mask. There's two ways to do this. Number one, I'm going to show you right now. Click on the white square, then go to your paintbrush and make sure that your color right here in this box is black. I'll go all the way to black. Okay, then I click my paintbrush and I want to change the size until it's something kind of big. You can see if I go this way, my paintbrush gets bigger. If I go this way, my paintbrush gets smaller. I want something that I can paint with that's kind of that big, maybe a little bigger. And I want to turn my hardness all the way to 0. Okay, now what I'm going to do is paint black on this white mask right here. So what that's saying is don't use this adjustment on that part. So watch, if I paint over this, it's going to turn my saturation just down a little bit. It's going to be very subtle. There you go. You can see it drew black on this. And if I Command Z to show you, here's the difference. That's before, this is after. And you can see it just kind of makes her face look a little bit more natural. Okay, that is one way to do that. Let me show you another way. What I can do, I'm going to very quickly just delete my saturation adjustment. I click the delete right there. Something I can do is go to select, and I'm going to select my subject. My subject is my model, and click. Then I'm going to give it a moment. And this is just going to select Yesenia right here. It looks pretty good. If I want to make some changes to it, I can click this lasso tool or one of these tools. And if I want to add something, I click this one right here. So, for example, if I just go like this, it will add to my selection. I don't really want to do that. If I want to subtract something, I click this one, and then you can see I can take a bite out of my selection. I don't need to use either of those right now because it looks pretty good. One thing that I am going to do, though, is add a feather. That means it's not going to be a hard line between my subject and the background. It's going to be a soft line. I'm going to add a 10-point feather. Okay, now what I can do is go to my adjustments again and just make an adjustment to Yesenia. And I can use any of these. So I'm going to do my hue and saturation just for her. And you can see already it's saying we're going to do this adjustment on the white part, but not on the black part down here in the corner. So I'm going to increase my saturation just a little bit. You can see that's too much. Just a little bit right to there, maybe a little further, like right there. Okay, that looks good. Now what I can do is go to, I select my subject one more time. And then I go to select inverse. And what that is going to do is it's going to select everything that is not my subject. Now I can add another saturation adjustment. And you can see it's going to do the opposite. It's going to saturate only the background. So I'm going to increase my saturation a lot for the background. And that looks pretty good. So that is how you make changes to just one part. I can paint to subtract an adjustment that I made, or I can select a part, make an adjustment, inverse, and make an adjustment on the opposite part. That is pretty cool. One more time, I'm going to click Command S to save. And you can see it saving right here.